This happened 10 years ago. Be me. Hiking alone in the deep woods, miles from civilization. Feel like getting away from shit, clear my head. Teenager going though teenager shit. Trail is 6-mile loop, should be back just before dark. Hear rustling in the underbrush, figure it's just a deer or something. Keep walking, but the rustling follows me, always just out of sight. Heart starts to pound, feeling of being watched grows stronger. Turn around quickly, catch a glimpse of something disappearing behind a tree. Are there bears here? Bobcats? Fuck me. No, it was standing upright. Decide to check it out, because I am an regarded artist. Like seriously, I'd be the first to die in a horror movie because I went to check out the creepy noise. Approach the tree slowly, call out hello? Like the chainsaw redneck murderer or Wendigo or Bigfoot or whatever it is going to answer. Step around the trunk and freeze. It's not an animal, not human either. Tall, slender figure with skin that looks like tree bark, rough and cracked. Wide yellow eyes staring at me, unblinking. Hair looks like it's made of moss, green and tangled. No mouth, just a smooth surface where it should be. Can't move, can't scream, just stand there staring. The creature tilts its head, studying me with those unerring eyes. I feel locked in place, like the eyes have me frozen. The thing is oddly attractive. Golden glow of late afternoon sun hits it just right, it almost looks feminine. It's a tree person. Why the fuck am I thinking this? It reaches out its branch hand and touches my fucking face. Nope. Run like bitch. Don't look back, but can feel those eyes on me the whole time. Finally reach the edge of the woods, heart pounding in my chest. Look around, expecting to see it again, but nothing's there. Walk out of the woods, feeling dazed and confused. What the hell did I just see? Never going hiking alone again. I know nobody will ever believe me. Be me. Low on cash. Main assistants decided to get a new apartment that isn't even better, paying higher rent for a place in a worse location further from their job. Biggest lifeline now gone, so miser maxing for past few months. Plot new scheme to make money. Guaranteed to do so. Literally already getting requests, offers for payment before now, did it for free because I didn't think there was much need. Literally 5 people asking sock puppet account for work, could be getting $100 off them. Decide to take initiative. Open new email account to create new account. Can't, keeps redirecting me to my main email account. Even on desktop. Never happened before. Sign out of everything. Try again. New email page won't load. Try Proton Mail. 404 error. Undaunted, check the site I was going to use to make money. Suspended for repeated rule infringement, however activity was not any different than normal, never warned before. Mods haven't responded to inquiry. Decide on, backup plan. Tool meant to be used is bizarrely even less competent today than I ever remember it being. Frustration.exe. Check email. Bill due on the 4th, would put me into overdraft since I get paid on the 5th. WTF, this payment has never come on the 4th before. The plan was always the 9th. Check provider. Nothing is different, just arbitrarily payment due super early for no apparent reason. On the whim decide to try promoting that creative project again. Downvoted extensively until I bought it to a higher position. Removed by mods for breaking a rule it wasn't breaking. Helios, Mossad really out here Zerset sunging me something fierce today, hot holy goddamn. ITT fortune tellings, prediction stories. At work and feeling a bit spooked after I had a talk to this fortune teller from Serbia. Be me 19. Still doing my driver's license. Feeling like shit. One day talking to mom. Anon you could get a reading. Confused.jpg. Says some stuff about some old hag that can see points in time about my future. Say sure YTF not. And a 43 minutes recording later. Some of the stuff that she said was. Will only marry once. 3 kids, first daughter then 2 twins, 1 boy and the other a girl. GF, Wife will have parents from way different backgrounds. Will never date a woman from my home country. That's a small part of what she said. The thing that got me was she knew stuff before I told her. Even during the call I was scared how she guessed a lot of my past. Be me 20 now. Recently met a girl 23 and we are starting to vibe. We come on the topic about parents. Her mom is Spanish and dad was African but passed. I used to not believe in this, but after all of this stuff slowly happening I am not so sure. She even said how we will get a house offer before the end of the year, 2023. A couple of hours before New Year's my bro gets a call from his GFS bro about wanting to get a house and if we are interested. I do still have the recording but it is in Croatian. What do /x/. As a little bonus I do have 2 stories from my mom about her predictions before her life went to shit. One is from a gypsy woman on the beach and the other a Muslim man near the church bus stop. LMK if you guys are interested. Oh cool, I'm glad this is a general now. Too many lame generals clogging up this board these days. I'll tell a spooky story that happened to me a while back. Be me. 2009-ish. 16-year. Living in Mississippi. Used to the native burial mounds on the outskirts of town. Big man-made hills, sometimes indistinguishable from any other hill since they've been here so long. Pickerel, not the mound from my town but the same sort of thing but with trees. Some been there longer than any white person's been in this land, apparently. Technically the tribes in the area own them but nobody really cares about them anymore except for some elders who still take it deathly seriously. Wasn't even a scary thing for us growing up past the age of 10 or whatever. Teens like to hang out and smoke and fuck on them. Mostly I just walk my dog on it. When he wants to play I sit at the top and let the ball roll down the side cause I'm a lazy bastard lol. Huge storm hits one day. So bad whole family, dog included, is cooped up inside basically all day. Dog super antsy as am I. Once the weather lets up go to the mound as usual. The weather had done a serious number on one side of the mound. One of the trees had blown over, pulling up a ton of dirt with it. Leaves a hole maybe 4 feet deep at the deepest part. Dog super excited by the change, go check it out with him. It's wet dirt, wow. Dog immediately starts to roll around in it cause he's a dog and they do that shit. Get annoyed, this means I'll have to clean him when I get home. Jump into the hole to get him out. Pick him up, notice a line of slightly shiny little rocks, mostly reds and greens. Immediately think it's some cool Indian treasure. Put dog on ground out of hole and tell him to sit, go back and start digging at the rocks. I was right, they're beads. Holy shit cool. Start pulling them, they're lodged in there deep. Pull harder. Huge thing comes out of the dirt behind them. The string the beads were on were wrapping a bundle of bones together. 1/ Be me, 18, goth girl, eyeliner sharp enough to cut a bitch. Got bored, decided to explore the haunted house outside of town. Always heard creepy stories about it on /x/, but I'm too edgy for you. Wearing my fave black dress and combat boots. Enter the house, doors creak like a horror movie cliche. House is a twisted mess of mirrors on every wall. Feel like I'm being watched, but no one's around, classic horror vibes. Deeper in, reflections start to shift, rearranging themselves. Hear whispering, can't make out words, but it's getting closer. See shadows moving in mirrors, but every time I turn, nothing's there. Heart pounding, but gotta keep my cool, can't lose my goth cred. Reach a dead end, turn around, corridor I came from is gone. Feel cold breath on my neck, whip around, no one there. Mirrors start closing in, panic rising. Suddenly, see a figure in the mirror, pale face, dark eyes. It's me, but not me, a twisted, haunted version. You shouldn't have come here, she whispers. Try to run, but legs feel heavy like lead, can't move. Shadow me reaches out, touches ice cold, world starts to spin. Wake up outside the house, can't remember how I got out. Look around, still feeling watched, see my reflection in the window. My reflection winks and mouths, gotcha. Suddenly, My reflection is gone, replaced by a massive, empty Employee of the Month plaque. Turns out the haunted house is actually a themed coffee shop. Barista steps out, "Congratulations. You survived our marketing stunt. Free latte?" MFW haunted house is just a new hipster cafe opening. Too scary for me turns into too hipster for me. I think I'm trapped in a cordoned-off sandbox in the dead internet. Be me. Reasonably popular online. You probably haven't heard of me unless you're in some niche corners, but treated as borderline in authority in those corners. Develop a project that people seem to love. Reddit posts get tens of thousands of upvotes. Many friend requests and friendings on Twitter from strangers. Seems okay. Start making some hypotheses about things, making out-of-the-box theories, not schizo, more educated guesses about technology and economics. A few replies seem unusually extremely agitated by my posts, far more so than reasonable, I mean really flying into vitriolic rage for what I thought were harmless theories and mental simulations. Profiles are also really strange, but don't think of it. But then sometime around 2023, everything changes. Posts everywhere failing to get traction. Sock puppets affected as well. Self-promos ignored, and when I buy views and upvotes, they get deleted, not even for botting, mysteriously for arbitrary rule breaks. Try connecting with similar artists, no one replies. Projects floundering. Literal OnlyFans are turbo-autistic coomers who don't care about the project, only a single waifu I don't even like, or extremely overthink the project. Make me not even want to work on it. Barely any visibility on Google, despite having hundreds of thousands of views for it. Commission artists. High-quality artists. Artwork comes back low quality and sloppy with bad fingers and anatomy, long before AI, so that's not it, as if artists wanted to screw me over specifically. Others' commissions look fantastic, mine look amateur. Could just be that my ideas are bad? Share it personally in a fan group, guaranteed feedback. No feedback in self-promo channels. No reactions, nothing, then server gets raided and deleted 2 days later. Mysterious as fuck. Machine god of the internet, please let me out and get social approval. I apologize for my sins. Be me, at 14. Hang out with friend. One day, we decide to use a Ouija board. She asks who's around. Nathan, I think. Said he was 28. Died in snowmobile accident. We ask him to drain energy from me. Felt like some kind of rush on back of head. Felt a little fatigued. Ask him to stop. Stops. Made me a believer. I got another one. One day, boss and I were talking about dead manager. People say they see shadows at back of store. She said she thought it was the former manager. At one point in convo, I say I don't believe in Christ. Radio in kitchen suddenly turns on. I go to check it out, then turn it off. My boss checks the cameras as soon as I come back. Nothing apparent that turned on radio. Baffled. She said it was the former manager's ghost. She said she did it because I don't believe in Jesus. Some people say it could have been an insect that crawled in the wires and made it go off like that. Could have glitched out, it was kind of old. Be me. 2015. Full-on Jewish Frankist cabal conspirator. Sabins did Pizzagate. Start digging around rabbinic history. Reading Jewish Kabbalah. Picking up Hebrew. I'm spending so much time tracing the Jew threads. Find the Jew magic. Well, they are controlling the world, let's give this a shot. Begin meditating on the alphabet. Practicing light gematria. Slowly becoming expert in Jewish history. Fast forward today. Recognize there is certain industries Jewish people dominate. Mostly media and banks. Doesn't bother me anymore. White guys run other industries and Chinese run others. I'm okay with that. Israel is pretty cool. There's no Jews controlling me. I see where their influence is, and if it doesn't benefit me I disengage. Jewish mystic practice and meditation now a core staple of my lifestyle. Rich and fulfilled. Not a Jew, so I can say YHVH and don't have to do all their retarded mitzvahs, just the ones that make sense to my relationship with God. I went so far down the anti-Semitism hole I emerged a Jew. So if this counts as it's not really seen but heard, I'm not gonna say what I saw was real because I don't know. Be me, little kid in the early 90s. Growing up in Lowell, Mass. Born intersex, look very different from my siblings, light hair, strawberry blonde, green eyes, while all of them have dark hair, dark eyes. 93-94 Remember my mom arguing on the phone with somebody about her having the wrong child, that I was theirs. She hangs up and was angry. Not an uncommon scam at the time. Start experiencing hearing music and tapping out my window each night. Only way I can describe it was like fiddles. Kinda Celtic but soft like a memory. Get terrified about it. Remember seeing small men outside my windows in our neighborhood. Became unreasonably afraid of gnomes and other small people. Around 1998 moved to rural Pennsylvania. 2 months into living there start hearing the music again outside. Around 2000, I guess I was like 9/10, find out about changelings, and how babies were switched at birth by them. Scared now that this weirdness was the fake coming for me, that I didn't belong with my family. As I grew up, though, the sounds are less frequent but I can sometimes hear it. It's mostly knocking or things go missing. There's also the whispering shadow person that happened to me in 2021 and the shadow dog that ran out in front of my car on the way to work, but I feel bad about that story.